There's so few good thrillers in the world, and you know that's probably my favourite genre in terms of films. And I've been looking and looking. I made a film years ago called The Others, and it's one of my favourite films that I've made. And so I've been looking for something that has the same sort of twists and turns and thrills, and this had that. It's about a woman called Christine Lucas, and she's an amnesiac, but she's got psychogenic amnesia, which is a real thing, and it's where you have loss of memory in terms of history of your life for a certain amount of time, and it just goes, and so what happens with her is every night when she goes to sleep, everything that she's experienced during the day she forgets. So she wakes up the next day not knowing who she is or where she is or what she's done. She can speak and she can converse and she knows how to do sort of gross motor skills and things like that. But what she doesn't know is sort of the last period of her life. She doesn't know who she's married to or where she's living or anything. I actually read the script first, and then I read the book, and you know the script was written by Rowan Joffe, who also directed it, and I thought he did just such a remarkable job because it's so dense, yet you follow it. It's got a particular kind of tension and pace to it that gets under your skin, and from the minute I read the script, it got under my skin. He's so easy, he's extremely nuanced, and yet he's a listener. And so when you're in a scene with him, he listens and he responds, and that's the greatest acting. I wanted to make sure that this was a real condition, and I watched a number of documentaries. There's documentaries where people that do have this psychogenic amnesia, you know, people have done stories on them. And they're horrifying. I mean, the idea of actually having this is horrifying. And there's, you know, questions about it in terms of psychology and psychiatry as to whether it actually does exist, but I truly believe it does exist. And when you see these people, it does exist. You know, it's a part of the brain that gets shut down. And they say it happens a lot of times from trauma. In my head, I was always having to try to piece things together. It's sort of like being a sponge and trying to, through a sort of a haze, try to put together the puzzle. And doing that every day is really, you know, it plays on the spirit in a particular way. There's just something incredibly powerful about the director having written the script. So he's got a vision for it. He usually knows it like the back of his hand, and you can ask him a question and he has the answer.